Now into the corner, trying to get something going again. That ball into the middle, but it's cleared out by Caro. Looked like it was going to drop to Sebastian Lyons for a moment there. And it was Bryce Holiday who had sent it in. Now Holiday will restart. And actually they're going to go ahead and move it to the center, to the top. Bryce Holiday will be the one to key it in. He touches it over to Zimmerman. Zimmerman takes a shot, didn't get all of that one. Stopped the shot again by Lyons, and Herrera is there. 2 saves on that play for Michael Herrera, and he keeps the Artesians off of the board. 6:03 to play in the first quarter, 1-0. Bellingham has the lead. Canales will go back to Herrera. Given away there, Sebastian Lyons has some players in front of him, but touch it over to Doobie. Now into the corner, Holiday. Holiday gets the double team, squirts out, and Doobie will come back. He'll make the change, Monsivius. And Zimmerman will touch it back to J.J. Olson, allow his players to get back on there. Borja will send it deep to Lyons. Monsivius. And back to Borja. Borja again will allow some changes to be made. Again, patient game from the Artesians so far. Flores gets knocked down, and a foul will be called against Bellingham. Kevin Flavin doesn't like the call. Flavin, an Evergreen grad, also played for the Tumwater Pioneers, who are the precursors. Shot by Monsivius, blocked in the middle. Trying to make a break, but Colin Tate is there to back it out to Olson. Tate takes a look around, sends it up. He's got a man open. They converge on him into the middle. Fairhurst was the intended target, but off the mark to him. Monsivius now. He'll take the shot wide. Fazio gets it up to Greg Wolf, but Monsivius has it and touches it back to J.J. Olson, then heads to the bench. Tate into the middle. Fairhurst steps on the ball, almost loses it, gives it up to Flores, Jose Flores. Then a foul is going to be called against Bellingham. It took a minute. Foul seemed earlier, but then no call. Finally, the foul was called, and the Artesians will have a restart. Fairhurst touches it to Tate. He takes the shot. Doesn't get much on it. Low skimmer. He heads it over to the side. Greg Wolf trying to get it. And a foul is going to be called against Wolf on the high kick, trying to get that as Trevor Thompson was bearing down on him. Trevor Thompson took one up high on that. J.J. Olson playing a little dangerously there. Almost got intercepted, but it gets past the goal scorer, Colin. And now back to Olson. Olson sends it deep to Herrera, almost in. Herrera actually banged up against the back of the goal, but now a quick out. Olson, a nice stop. And then saved off the line by Flores as Olson was caught out of his goal, as he couldn't quite come up with the ball. And now a break for the Artesians. Trevor Thompson goes across. Cedor, first timer and up high. And it goes out of play, so it'll be a restart for the Hammers. But that was a great play by Jose Flores, who was back on that back line as J.J. Olson couldn't quite come up with the ball and ended up giving up an open goal for a moment there, but Flores did a great job of getting there. Now a flop by Bellingham. Nicasio on the break. Cedor with the runner, and oh boy, Caro was there to break it up. He almost put it past Herrera himself. But luckily Herrera was there in the right spot. Wasn't too much juice on it from Caro. And it keeps the Artesians off the board again. Now LaBranche to Nicasio. Cedor to Olson. Olson sends it deep. Ball takes a bounce off of the board. Puts it across and scores! Alex Vogt, the goal for the Artesians. as that ball touched off of the glass high. Bounced straight into the path of Manny Nicasio. He stayed with it, touched it over to Vogt, and he scores. And it is 1-1 with 1:48 remaining here in the first quarter of play. So a lovely play by Manny Nicasio. A little bit of lucky break for J.J. Olson as he sent that deep. It touched the very top of the glass. That's still in play. It stayed in play. And Manny Nicasio did a great job of sticking with it and finding Vogt, who continued his run as well. So 1-1 is the score. Now Herrera into the corner. Lions doing battle with Colin. And now Christian Caro, who's also up there for the Hammers on the goal lead this season. Always a dangerous player. He gives it up to Colin. Go back to Canales. Up to Lange. Down to Lions. Colin has a man right there and scores. Nice play by Ivan Colin. Goal scorer, I believe, is Dylan Lange. Indeed, that is Dylan Lange with the goal and a 2-1 lead for Bellingham with 54.1 seconds left in the first quarter of play. And Bellingham, of course, always dangerous on plays like that. They know how to play the walls. They know how to play this field really well. And they take that 2-1 lead. Heading into the last minute of play here in the first quarter. Crowd is filled out. A good crowd here tonight, as they always get here in Bellingham. See if the Artesians can answer late here in the quarter. Colin Tate asking everybody to calm down a little bit. Olson will send it. Ball goes between the legs and then banged off of Borja, and Flavin, the runner, has a man right in front, takes the shot and scores. Nice answer by Danny Fazio. And they take a 3-1 lead as just a breakdown defensively for the Artesians as they had two runners and nobody could cover the back man. Man, that was Fazio. And so 3-1, 30 seconds remaining here in the first quarter of play. 2 goals in a span of 25 seconds. Everything was going great for the Artesians until that moment. Really a 2-1 looking good as well. But boy, you'd hate to give that one up. Now Tate again trying to calm things down a little bit. He tried to calm things down a minute ago, and then it looked like a little bit of panic. Sends it deep. That ball, header by Fairhurst, goes into the netting, and it will be a restart for Michael Herrera and Bellingham United. Sends it deep to Caro. Caro bangs it off the boards. 1 second left. That'll do it for the first quarter of play here at the Bellingham Sportsplex. Bellingham 3, Old Town Artesians 1. Take a quick break and return with the second quarter in just Sportsplex 3-1 is the Bellingham United lead here after the first period of play. Goals by Ivan Collin, Dylan Lange, Danny Fazio for Bellingham, and Alex Vogt got the goal for the Artesians. Artesians looking good most of that quarter, playing pretty well, and then 2 goals in the span of 25 seconds did them in and gave Bellingham the 2-goal lead. Now how are they going to respond here in the second quarter? Will be Bellingham starting this thing off. Goes back to Noe Betancourt Cruz. Herrera, and now back to Cruz, and then back to Michael Herrera, the goalkeeper tonight. Uriel Herrera off to the far side. To Betancourt Cruz again. Everybody whirling around, trying to find an open spot. Taken away by Trevor Thompson. Thompson will streak up the near side. That's actually Dylan Chavez, my bad. And then he gives it away, unfortunately. And Flavin has a run at it, but triple team by the Artesians. He gives it away, and now Manny Nicasio gets it away from the Hammers. Montsevias will play it back. Actually, Doobie plays it back to J.J. Olson. Olson will send it deep. Again, no 3-line clearance rule any longer, and so the goalkeepers can send it as deep as they want. It's really kind of changed how some teams do things here in the Whistle this season. Battle along the near boards. Can't see exactly who has it. I think it's Manny Nicasio down there. Yep, he comes out of it, and then a foul after all of that is going to be called against the Artesians. Got to be getting close to the 5th foul. It was Doobie down there as well. Battling with Uriel Herrera for Bellingham. Caro gets it back to midfield to Betancourt Cruz over to the near side. Ivan Collin plays it to Greg Wolf. He takes a quick shot. It goes across. Dylan Lange bangs it off the boards. Oh, touched by Ivan Collin. He had a nice look at it, but couldn't quite come up with it, and J.J. Olson is there to retrieve it. And that ball taken away by Bellingham. Now Greg Wolf brings it across midfield. Broken up. Now Nicasio trying to gather it for Oletown, but can't quite come up with it. Dylan Chavez. His man goes down. Montsevias stops playing, and Bellingham will end up getting a foul called against the Artesians on that. And so it will be a free kick for Bellingham on the far side in a dangerous position as they try to build on this 2-goal lead. Takes a shot across the bow. Sebastian Lyons trying to come up with it for the Artesian, but gives it away. Fazio and down to Herrera. Fazio loses it. Chavez, touches it back to Olson, who will send it deep. Now Trevor Thompson charging at that ball. Flavin, near side. Spencer Wolf. Wolf will send it into the corner. Headed into the middle. Ball will fall. Flavin tried to go around it. Now Trevor Thompson streaks up the far side. Speedy Trevor Thompson plays it off the boards. Nobody running in the middle, though, and Zimmerman will cover it back to Borja. Smart play by Trevor Thompson. Unfortunately, nobody covered that middle slot for the Artesians. And, oh boy, Borja mishit that one. It goes right over the boards and into the crowd here at the Sportsplex. Fazio will restart for Bellingham. Herrera quickly up, nobody on. The man there, down into the corner. Herrera across, Vogt trying to close down his man. Now Holiday comes over for the double team, gives it up to Wolf. Wolf will go back to Betancourt Cruz. Over near side to Farnsworth. Herrera will go back to Noe. Across to Wolf. He gets it back after banging it off a Tate right across the goal mouth. Not quite there on target for Wolf, but kept in by the Hammers. Now to Herrera. Near side to Betancourt Cruz. Colin Tate closing down Herrera. Just playing touch back and forth. Or Betancourt Cruz and Herrera. Herrera waits a couple new bodies onto the floor. Gets it back to Betancourt Cruz, and now back to Herrera once again. Finally bangs it off of Tate. Herrera goes back to Michael Herrera. Holiday tried to one-touch it up to Colin Tate, but now a break by Lange. The shot and score. Goal by number 8, Thomas Watson. Just no defense in front of J.J. Olson. Not a whole lot he could do there as Thomas Watson had a good look at it, fired it up into the top corner, and Bellingham takes a 4-1 lead with 9:39 remaining here in the second quarter of play. Well, the Artesians haven't played that poorly, but find themselves down by 3. Got to get something going forward and got to quit giving up some of these turnovers in a bad position. Got to stop some of these runners too. And Chavez play it back to Olson. Olson down to Fairhurst. Betancourt Cruz covers it. Fairhurst doing battle. Nicasio comes over, takes over. Nicasio knocks his man down, and a foul will be called. And I can't believe we're not at the 6th foul at this point. Somebody's not. There we go. They do get it. So unfortunately for the Artesians, it goes from bad to worse as they will pick up the blue card for the 6th foul. And that will mean they will be down a man for 2 minutes here with 9 minutes remaining in the second quarter. 4-1 Bellingham lead. I don't know if I told you this, but my name is Brandon Sparks, joining you on the call tonight from the Sportsplex. Beautiful day for a drive up here. Hoping to have that beautiful drive home. Tacoma Stars reserves have already punched a ticket in the final today as they topped Portland Blacktails 10-3 down at the Sesso Showwear Center. That means that they will host the final as they came in as the number 1 seed. The final will be next Saturday at 3:30 at the Showwear Center. That game a doubleheader with the Tacoma Stars MASL team. A little question, are Artesians not happy with the placement here as it'll go up to the top. Caro touches it across, whiffed by Flavin. Herrera doing battle down in the far corner, trying to kill this power play. And then a foul. I actually don't know what the call is. I guess they called a foul against Bellingham. And J.J. Olson will just clear down to the other side, trying to kill this penalty. About a minute gone in it. Flavin touches it to Uriel Herrera. Herrera thought about the shot. We'll play it back to Flavin. He takes a shot, bangs it high up over the goal. Now back to Herrera. Herrera down into the far corner. Tries to flick it back, but cleared by the Artesians near midfield. About 30 seconds left in the penalty. Blocked by Nicasio. Herrera into the corner. And cleared again by Jordan Zimmerman. LeBranch is there. Noe Betancourt Cruz. And the penalty does come to an end, so a penalty kill by the Artesians keeps it 4-1 Bellingham into the middle. Broken up. Now Jason Fairhurst, fresh out of the box, gets a little bit of a run at it here. Covered up, 4 men around him, nobody coming for Ole Town. And Noe Betancourt Cruz wins it, goes back across to Caro. Caro will carry into the middle, gives it up to Flavin. Has the runner, the shot saved by Olsen. Now to Caro. Caro touches it to J.J. Olsen, and J.J. Olsen will call a timeout, as unfortunately they had that runner again. And they need to clean something up on that play, because Bellingham is getting nice free looks at that shot. And almost built on their lead there, but a nice save by J.J. Olsen, and we'll take the timeout at 4-1 with 6:17 remaining here in the second period. We'll take a timeout as well. Is it? The women draw good, like, sweet. So 4-1 Bellingham, 6:17 remaining here in the second quarter of play. Ole Town took a timeout there just a moment ago to hopefully clean some things up defensively. There's a couple of little breakdowns. Really not playing that poorly, but just struggling against a couple of things that Bellingham has done offensively. Monsevius. It's almost run over by Caro, but keeps his footing, and now Doobie plays it across into the corner to Dylan Chavez. And Chavez will keep possession and will touch it back to Doobie. Doobie over to Monsevius. He's got Cedor and Sebastian Lyons out on the field as well. Now the patience, Monsevius. Noe Betancourt Cruz finally does put some pressure on him. We'll go back to Doobie. Doobie will touch it over to J.J. Olsen. Olsen takes a look, fires in the middle. Caro is there to knock it away, though. We'll go back to Doobie. Now Josh Doobie surveys. Decides to go over to Lyons. Lyons. Olsen. Olsen will send it into the corner to Cedor, but broken up. Into the middle, Monsevius can't quite turn on it, and Caro keeps it. Now Dylan Lange has a run. He's got a man on the right side. That's Greg Wolf. Wolf fires it off the boards. Shot by Lange, just barely wide. And Doobie comes up, gets a knock from Caro. Caro almost takes it away, but kept in. And now we'll go up to Noe Betancourt Cruz. Betancourt Cruz gives it back to Michael Herrera. And Caro will play it back to Herrera. This is a long shift for these 5 guys out there for Ole Town, as they are still out there. No change made since we came back from the timeout. Chavez down into the corner. Lyons. Chavez has it, touches it to Olsen. Olsen will pick it up. Looks for Monsevius streaking down the far side, but that ball just way too far. Finally a change for Ole Town, as Holiday comes on. Jose Flores as well. And now we'll go back over to Herrera. Herrera up the boards, near boards to Uriel Herrera. Doing battle with Doobie. Doobie's still out there. He has had a really long shift, as has Dylan Chavez. And now Bryce Holiday. Holiday. And boy, broken up again. Every time they try to make a pass, Bellingham United player is there. Now really just not able to get anything offensively going. We haven't had a shot in quite some time. Play back to Herrera. Herrera will send it deep into the corner. Colin scored the opener. Turns. And now Jordan Zimmerman has it for the Artesians. Artesians looking to get back in this thing. 4-1 is the lead for Bellingham. 3:04 remaining. Ole really has to get something going offensively here now, as they have not had a shot in quite some time. And that ball given away to Flavin. Flavin touches it across. Borja is there to knock it away from Colin for a moment. Jordan Zimmerman steps in. Now Jose Flores has a little turn but broken up by Spencer Wolf, and back to Herrera. Herrera to Zimmerman. Zimmerman. And Jose Flores couldn't quite get under that one. Bellingham has some room to run. Plays it over to Colin. Colin spins, turns. A little save by Olsen. Might have gone past him. He touched it on the way back, but kept out of the goal. Now in the corner, Colin does battle. The double team comes over. Knocked down, no call. Wolf wanted a call, as did Trevor Thompson. Everybody wanted to call, and then the shot goes off of Olsen into the netting, and it will be a, well, I guess there was an injury down there as Marcos Borja was knocked down. Not exactly sure where the stoppage was, but it will be an Artesians restart for Olsen. So J.J. Olsen will chat it over with the whistle referee. The whistle ref drops that ball, and it kind of just dies there. You want to take a look at how well that thing is pumped up. No bounce at all. Quickly up into the corner for Borja. Borja can't get a touch on it, though, and Spencer Wolf is there for Bellingham. Now they will send it deep. Olsen out of his box, tried to catch him, did the hammers, but wasn't that far out of his box. Now LeBranch will get it up to Nicasio. Nicasio, touch it back to LeBranch. Near side to Colin Tate with the captain's armband tonight. Given to him by coaching tandem of Nate Boatwright and Nick Boatwright. Now to Nicasio. Nicasio will touch it over to Alex Vogt. Alex Vogt really hasn't been in this game a whole lot, despite scoring the first goal, the first and only goal for the Artesians. Shot by LeBranch. Nicasio there is on the rebound. Canales was there first, but Nicasio broke it up, and now we'll go off of Canales into the netting. It will be a restart for the Artesians in the corner. Nicasio plays it to Tate. Tate misses, and now Bellingham has a break. Spencer Wolf looks to the near side. Caro, bang it off the boards into the middle, goes around. Man was not there for Bellingham on the back post. Luckily for the Artesians, now a shot high by Flavin, and J.J. Olsen will have the restart. 39 seconds remaining here in the first half. Taken by Flavin, though, broken up. Flavin streaking into the middle, touches it. Blocked by his own man, I think. Nicasio, and a foul's going to be called on Kevin Flavin. And with 26.1 seconds left, that actually ends up going to be a, it's going to be a penalty against Bellingham, their sixth foul of the game. And so for 26.1 seconds remaining, and then into the second half, if Ole Town doesn't score here, Ole will have the power play. So Zimmerman will bring it up. He's got Trevor Thompson, Colin Tate on the far side. 17 seconds left. Colin Tate has it. Cedor and Fairhurst are out there as well on this power play team. Now Trevor Thompson trying to get it away from the Hammers. They do. Into the middle, Jason Fairhurst has a shot, but it's a little maybe past the buzzer. It gets blocked anyway. And that will do it for your first half of play. So goals for Bellingham by Ivan Collin, Dylan Lange, Danny Fazio, and Thomas Watson have them up 4-1 on the Ole Town Artesians. Alex Vogt with the lone goal by Ole Town, and they will head to the locker room, discuss this, try to figure some things out, and hopefully get on the board in the second half. We'll take a short break for halftime, and we'll be back with the third quarter in just a few minutes. Welcome back to the Bellingham Sportsplex for the second half of tonight's Western Indoor Soccer League playoff game between the home club, the number two seed, Bellingham United, and Ole Town, the Ole Town Artesians, currently trailing 4-1 after first quarter goals by Ivan Collin, Dylan Lange, and Danny Fazio. One goal by Alex Vogt for the Artesians in that first quarter of play. And then in the second quarter, Thomas Watson added one more for Bellingham. And that's where we sit at 4-1 with 30 minutes remaining in this game. Really, Ole Town struggled on offense in that second quarter especially. I'm not 100% sure they had a shot on goal that entire second quarter, as Bellingham really buckled down and kept them off of out of their own half for a lot of that. But Ole Town will start on the power play here in the second quarter. About a minute and a half remaining on that sixth foul to Bellingham. And so it'll be 5 against 4 for the first minute and a half here. And Colin Tate will have it. He's got Jordan Zimmerman out there, along with Casey Seedor, Jason Fairhurst, and Trevor Thompson. Taken away. Bellingham trying to get going, and there's Ivan Collin, who will try to bottle it up, get possession, and they do. Gets it to Wolf and now to Flavin. Both of those two guys, evergreen guys. Now Thompson. About a minute left on the power play. Thompson into the corner. Bangs it off the boards. Herrera gets a hand on it. Into the middle. Streaking onto it was Colin Tate, but quickly out. Flavin barely doesn't get there as J.J. Olson comes up. Good play by J.J. Olson to stop that run. And now Seedor. Seedor over to Zimmerman. Zimmerman at the top. Thompson takes a shot, ricochets off the man, but he will get it back. Now to Fairhurst. Shot saved by Herrera, pinned it against the boards. It wasn't on target, but Herrera did a good job of not allowing any kind of rebound. Long throw. Olsen gets taken down by Ivan Collin, and a foul is going to be called against Bellingham. It's Ivan Collin ran through the legs, and now he's wasting some time. And that will do it for the power play as it comes to an end there during the stoppage of play. Now Jason Fairhurst. Fairhurst from up around these parts, Snohomish, not too far away. On the way up at least. Shot, oh, just high from Vogt. The golden opportunity there, but that shot just barely high. Now Olsen with the man Collin closing him down. Tries to chip as Olsen retreats back into his box, and will go to Doobie. Doobie now near side to Colin Tate. Tate over to the far side to Nicasio. Nicasio, the trip for Thompson. As he goes there, I was actually Colin Tate got tripped. So nothing doing offensively there. J.J. Olsen will give it to Nicasio. Nicasio touches it into the corner to Vogt. Vogt across the goal mouth. He had a streaking of Sebastian Lyons, but nobody could catch up to it. Actually, that was Bryce Holiday. Holiday giving chase to Spencer Wolf. We'll get it back to Herrera. To Uriel Herrera. Back to Michael Herrera. Sends it deep. Watson has it taken away by Dylan Chavez. Now to Doobie. Doobie gives it up. Herrera yells in pain as Nicasio came across him. Didn't really see too much. Doesn't get the call, and now will be restart for the Artesians. Got to wait for the official to come over and give it a little touch. Plays it back over to Olsen. Olsen with Chavez. Into the corner to Nicasio. Nicasio has it taken away, but yeah, Bellingham keeps it. Uriel Herrera gets a little shove in the back by Dylan Chavez. Holiday. Touch by Vogt to Holiday. Holiday gets the double team, fights through it, and gives it back to Nicasio. Now Nicasio to Marcos Borja. Colin Tate also onto the field defense for the Artesians. Olsen will send it into Nicasio. Nicasio into the middle to Vogt. Vogt touches, trying to get that spin, keeps it, gives it to himself off the boards. Trying to keep it for the Artesians in the middle and giving away. Zimmerman now to Vogt. Vogt takes a shot and into the netting. Tried to get it up off of the boards. And it goes into the net, and it will be restarted by Michael Herrera and Bellingham. 4-1, 10:18 remaining here in the third quarter. Herrera up to Farnsworth. Get it back to Noe Betancourt Cruz. Now to the near side to Farnsworth. Farnsworth working on Sebastian Lyons. Bangs it off to the boards into the middle. Little touch, a shot by Greg Wolf, saved by Olsen into the feet of Jason Fairhurst. And then Wolf gets the foul called on him as he trips up Jordan Zimmerman. J.J. Olsen over there probably asking for the blue card. Nothing doing by the man in blue himself. A card lost in his pocket. Now cross over to the far side. Wolf gives it up to Herrera. Herrera. He gets it back. And now we'll play it up to Caro. Christian Caro has it taken away by Casey Cedor. Cedor doing battle, rolls to it, and no call or anything. Taken away, Asa Monsavias. Monsavias along the boards, and he'll get called for the foul as he ran into Caro, I think is who the man was, into the boards. They're going to get him for a blue card for that. Referee wasn't going to show him a blue card, I don't think, originally. And then he looked back at his partner who decided he wanted that blue card. And so he pulled it out and flashed it at Asa Monsavias, who will head to the box. And Bellingham will be on the power play, up by 3, 4-1 with 8:40 remaining here in the third quarter. Artesians have Nicasio, Zimmerman, Tate, and LeBranch out there to kill this. Bangs it off the board into the middle. Nicasio couldn't quite gather to clear it, but gets it back. Herrera will have it. Zimmerman giving chase. Giving up to Nicasio. Nicasio has Zimmerman on the far side, but decides to keep it himself. Kill little clock. Takes a shot, a little wide. Off of the boards. Flavin doing battle with Zimmerman. Zimmerman, and it rolls to Herrera. Zimmerman has to sprint back to get back for this penalty kill. Caro. To Herrera. Now we're to Caro again. Into the corner to Flavin. Not all the way into the corner, but down to him. Herrera. Now to Betancourt Cruz. Spencer Wolf hiding along this near side. Gets it. Takes a shot. Uriel Herrera gets his own rebound. Fires it, but up into the netting. And now J.J. Olsen will have an opportunity to clear it down and clear a little bit more clock on this power play. Oh, and that throw high up into the rafters here at the Bellingham Sportsplex. And unfortunately, that will mean a restart at the top. Actually, will come out to the red line. And Uriel Herrera will have it. Touches it to Caro right into the chest of J.J. Olsen, fellow St. Martin alums there. Into the middle, over across. Noe Betancourt Cruz couldn't quite get all of that one. It goes to Flavin. Flavin trying to split the double team. Colin Tate gives it up right into the middle, though, and Spencer Wolf has it. Wolf shot off of Doobie, and it stays with Nicasio. Nicasio has a run up the far side, gets knocked over by Caro, and a foul will be called against Bellingham United, and a blue card is going to be issued to Bellingham on that play. I have to agree. I'm not sure that one was quite a blue card, but I don't know. I think if Monsevias got the one before that, Caro deserves it there as well. So the two teams will be at even strength, 4 against 4 here for a moment. Actually, there's some question, I think, about when the penalty should end against Old Town. But it's going to be even strength for now. Discussion over at the scorers table. So Monsevias' penalty does come to an end. And so now the power play unit will be out there for the Artesians, as there was a little question about whether that penalty had come to an end or not. And they finally got the personnel out there and got it cleared up. In the middle, across, couldn't get all of that, was Trevor Thompson, then cleared by Flavin. It looked like it was going in somehow. Cleared by Flavin off of the line. That ball just did some weird stuff that even I didn't understand. Almost ended up going in. Now Thompson right into the middle. Cedar was there for a moment. Shot, score! Colin Tate, the rocket, past Michael Herrera. And a power play goal brings the Artesians to within 2. 4-2 with 6:17 remaining here in the third quarter. Very good ball to Colin Tate, who just unleashed an absolute bullet. Down low, past Herrera. So we got a game now, 4-2. 6:17 remaining here in the third quarter. Artesians have definitely looked a lot better offensively in this half. The power play did help. They also did a good job of killing the power play. So Colin Tate with the goal. Now Bellingham looks to answer. Spencer Wolf tries to get it to Flavin, broken up, and then that ball ricochets and goes back to Olsen. It was Dylan Chavez, and Olsen again, second time, uncorks one into the rafters here, so a touch, it will go to the red line. And Bellingham will have the restart. Caro wheels around. Nicasio are actually giving up. Vogt, the little slide. Dylan Lange keeps it, now gives it up. Marcos Borja. Borja gets it back from Nicasio. Tied up on the boards. And Noe Betancourt Cruz comes up with it and will give it across to Caro. Changes for Bellingham. Ivan Collin will dump it deep. Shot by Watson. Tried to wheel and turn was number 5, Drew Farnsworth. Now Vogt will play it over to Olsen. Olsen will survey. Sends it straight into the hands of Herrera. Second time he's done that in this game. First time was a lot more dangerous, as that Herrera actually backed his butt into the netting of the back, but managed to keep the ball out. Now up quickly, near side, Vogt battling with the Bellingham player. Colin LeBranch tripped up, and it will be a foul against Bellingham. LeBranch. Actually, it'll be Vogt who will restart it, gives it back to LeBranch. Touches it to Zimmerman. Vogt sends it deep to Lyons. Lyons almost held on to it. Zimmerman will play it back to Olsen. Olsen got Ivan Collin bearing down on him. Fortunately, it goes right to Wolf. Wolf tried to send it to Collin, but broken up. Now Sebastian Lyons trying to battle along the boards. Lions, but only up to Wolf, Spencer Wolf. Back to Herrera. Bryce Holiday out there for the Artesians as it gets it to Wolf. Now Vogt on him. Holiday trying to close down his man, but it goes over to Herrera. Herrera sends it into the box. Olsen is there, misses. Everybody wanted to foul. That ball will get banged off of the rafters again. Olsen went hard into the Bellingham player. Caro fires, save made by Olsen. A little trickeration there as it looked like Euro Herrera was going to be the one to take that, but Caro wheeled around and took it. Olsen tried to get it up, but it was broken up by Christian Caro, and Caro will go back to Michael Herrera. Holiday up there trying to break it up along with Sebastian Lyons. Lyons can't quite get there on that one, and we'll go to Caro. Caro near side working on LeBranch. Double team comes over from Holiday. He'll back it out. Flavin trying to turn on Zimmerman. Olsen comes over. Holiday goes down. Shot. Olsen with the save, a low one. That's a tough save. The shot by Jason Herrera. Now the run is on for Flores. Flores got a little touch, but he got covered up by Christian Caro. Herrera will send it into the seats, and it will be a restart for the Artesians. Caro unhappy with Flores. Thought there was a foul as the two were battling to get to that ball. But at the top, Fairhurst will give it to Zimmerman. Zimmerman's shot blocked, and it will go back to Fairhurst. Olsen now calms things down. 1:29 remaining here in the third. 4-2, Bellingham with the lead. Good game so far. Holy Town has responded well. Killed a penalty in this quarter and then scored on their own power play. Really what separates these two teams right now is a 25-second lapse in that first quarter. 2 goals within 25 seconds near the end of that quarter. Now Bellingham, the black, all black today. Holy Town in the white and gray. Ball up to Collin. Collin trying to get past J.J. Olsen out of his box. Takes down Collin. And they're going to give a blue card to J.J. Olsen on that play. A deserved one. I don't think he has any argument with that. So will be a power play for Bellingham with 35.4 seconds remaining here in the third. 4-2, they have the lead. Ole will get their penalty killing unit out there with LeBranch, Zimmerman, Tate, and Nicasio. Quickly across. He started it too quick, in fact. Flavin got it across the box to Uriel Herrera. Almost caught the Artesians napping, but also caught the ref napping. Now Spencer Wolf, the shot on the first timer from Flavin and scores 5-2. Is the Bellingham lead after the power play goal. Riley Little, the backup keeper, comes out and tosses that ball down the field as Holy Town was trying to get it back out. The entire team for Bellingham came out and gave a little celebration, as is the it's their one. That's fine. I don't know about the little toss by Riley Little, but whatever. Back to even strength, 5-2. 30 seconds remaining here in the third. Let's see if Holy Town can do something in the last seconds of this quarter. Down to Casey Seedor. Seedor wheels around. Shot saved. Ball cleared. Goes to midfield to Zimmerman. 13 seconds left. Now to Nicasio. Nicasio with 6 seconds left. Thompson probably going to run out of time here That ball goes across, and that'll do it for the third period of play. And heading into the final quarter of this game, it'll be a Bellingham United lead 5-2. We'll take a short break and be back with the final period. You're listening to Artesians Soccer. Welcome back to the Bellingham Sportsplex. 15 minutes to go here in this Whistle semifinal. I'd like to thank a few sponsors for the Holy Town Artesians 2021-2022 season, including Forma Construction, Smokin' Jays, Oli Jeep, Well 80, and Wembley Soccer Shop. Thank you to them and all of the other great sponsors and partners that the Artesians had all season long, continuing into the women's women's NWPLI season and into the USL 2 this summer and Northwest Premier League. So 15 minutes to go here. Bellingham has a 5-2 lead. That quarter was humming along great for the Artesians. It kept Bellingham off the board, and in fact it cut it to a 2-goal lead. But a shot score by Kevin Flavin, and just good offensive play right there. And more celebrations for Bellingham as they take a 6-2 lead here with 15 minutes remaining. So Kevin Flavin with the goal. And it is a 4-goal lead now. See how Ole Town responds. So another tough couple of goals in a quick succession here in this game. Really been the undoing of the Artesians tonight. Foul is going to go against Bellingham's Noe Betancourt Cruz. Bryce Holiday will restart. And off the free kick, he bangs it into the netting. So not great there. A great way to restart that in a very dangerous position. Go over to Herrera. Herrera takes a look up. J.J. Olsen is there and gives it off to Josh Doobie. Doobie, now to vote back to Doobie. And Doobie will go over to Tate. Of course, Bellingham, 2015, 2016, 2016, 2017, 2017, 2018, and 2019, 2020 champions, 4-time Whistle champions. They've been in every single final. Nobody has ever come here and beaten them in the playoffs. Holy Town really has to do some work here to get back into it and see if they can do it. Tate to Vogt. Up to Nicasio. Oh, couldn't quite get it. He had a run on, but he couldn't quite get that touch. Tried to spear it down. A little high for him to just touch it past Herrera, and then a foul is going to be called against Ole. And it will be a restart for Bellingham. Herrera will touch it to Fazio. Danny Fazio, who had the late goal in the first quarter. Flavin couldn't quite get all of that one. And J.J. Olson barking at Eduardo Canales. Monsiavius, excuse me, to Doobie. Monsiavius. And a foul is going to be called against Bellingham. This will be a restart, a free kick. Monsiavius will go down to Borja, puts it against the boards, almost touched by Canales past Herrera, but Herrera's there to make that stop and then cleared out to Lyons. Lyons gets it to Borja. Marcos goes over to J.J. Olson. Down to Fairhurst. Fairhurst. And Canales clears it all the way back to Olson. Chavez now up to Lyons, but Lyons can't handle it. It goes to Spencer Wolf. Fazio. It's closed down by Lyons. Still doing battle. Fazio and Lyons eventually does come up with it, gets knocked over, and a foul will be called. That's going to be the 6th foul against Bellingham. And it should be a blue, well, perhaps not. The third official wanted to have a word about something. Have no idea what the problem was there. Wasn't the 6th foul. Olson tries to get it up to Lyons. Lyons, oh, nice turn on that one. Shot just barely wide. He had Herrera beat, but it wasn't quite on target. Zimmerman. Monsiavius. Fairhurst. Fairhurst battling in the middle, but cleared out of there by Greg Wolf. It will go out, and it will be at the top. Unfortunately, clock runs in this situation. So do it quickly. Fairhurst. The shot by Trevor Thompson. Blocked, and we'll go back to Olson. Olson now. Well, he's got to do something a little quicker than this if they want to get back into it. They've had a lot of possession here, but haven't been able to get a shot except for Lyons that went a little bit wide. Olson all the way past midfield. Bangs it off the boards. Thompson is there, tries to get it, but can't get it. And Flores to Wolf. Wolf has a man. Canales streaking up. He has a step, takes the shot just wide. Maybe Olson got a little bit of a touch on it. Wolf will go all the way back. He's got Zimmerman on his backside. That ball, just barely kept and swept over to Wolf by Herrera. Pressure high by the Artesians now. Gets to Herrera. Colin LeBranch. To Herrera, near side to Wolf with LeBranch on him. Dylan Lange. And now Herrera with some room Gets it up to Uriel Herrera. Herrera gets knocked down, loses it. Now LeBranch has Trevor Thompson. Oh, just broken up by Spencer Wolf. Thompson is on it, puts it into the middle, and it goes back to the Hammers as LeBranch couldn't quite jump on that ball. Got a little bit of interference from the defender, and Bellingham comes up with it. 8:52 remaining, 6-2. That ball goes to Olsen. Quickly up to Casey Cedor. Cedor, the double team, and Dalen Lange comes out with it. From my vantage point, you lose it amongst the supporters there. I have no idea what happens there, but then a man just comes out like from a tunnel. Back to Herrera, Vogt giving chase. Cross to the far side. Wolf. Into the corner to Flavin. Flavin takes a shot. It's Olsen who comes up with it. He wanted to spring it quickly, but then decided against it and gives it off to Josh Doobie. Doobie gives it to Alex Vogt. Manny Nicasio and him got a little confused there for a moment, but no harm done. And now to Vogt. Vogt up to Cedor. Ivan Collins shielding him. Now Herrera dives in as Cedor reaches that foot out on top of Cedor's foot. He makes the save and gets it up. Ivan Collins. Go back to Noe Betancourt Cruz. And near side to Flavin. Nicasio and Cruz doing battle. Up to Flavin. Flavin will take the shot and off of the back of Chavez. Go all the way back out to Christian Caro. Caro touches it past Doobie. Colin Tate almost had it. Kept alive in the shot by Uriel Herrera into the top corner. Nothing J.J. Olsen could do. No defense in front of him. And he scores. Makes it a 7-2 game with 6:56 remaining here at the Bellingham Sportsplex. Timeout going to be taken by Ole Town as they try to regroup, down by 5 with just 7 minutes left. We'll take a break as well. We'll be back with the final 7 minutes of this game. Let's see if Ole Town can get back in it. Final 7 minutes of this Whistle semifinal. Got a text from Richard Henderson. Just want to say hi to him. Wish we could see you out here tonight, but no problem for Bellingham United without him tonight. The golden boot winner in the Whistle. And we will get restarted here in just a moment as the officials come over to the scoreboard or the score table. We'll go ahead and pull J.J. Olsen. Manny Nicasio will come in as the 6th attacker. He also puts on the gloves. See how this goes. Not sure what the discussion is about. It's perfectly normal substitution. Monsevious gets fouled by Dylan Lange. Marcos Borja up to Monsevious. Monsevious has a little bit of room to run, tries to pass it to Bryce Holiday, but broken up. Now that ball Craig Wolf tried to go long on Manny Nicasio, but it gets into the rafters, and it will be a restart from the red line. That was a good try by Ole Town to put it there at the top, but a shot by Chavez blocked. Monsevious broken up by Christian Caro. Manny Nicasio is back and gets it up to Holiday. Holiday will step over, fires it into the middle, broken up, and into the corner. Monsevious. Now Holiday can't come up with it. And now Caro thought about going long on Nicasio again, but decides to touch it back. Far side. Dylan Lange gets it to Betancourt Cruz. And now to Caro. Lions on him as well as Monsevious. Monsevious wins it to Chavez. And now Lion tried to a little back heel to Bryce Holiday, but didn't get all of it and just gives it up. Betancourt Cruz over to Herrera, gets hammered by Holiday. Play on. Goes down to Uriel Herrera in the corner. Chavez breaks that up, gets it up to Holiday. Holiday now has LeBranch running, doesn't get it to him cleanly, and Bellingham United catches up, give it back to the sixth attacker, Manny Nicasio. Nicasio gets it up to Thompson, but broken up there. Now LeBranch. And Bellingham had an opportunity there, but couldn't quite come up with it, and Jose Flores will now have it for Ole Town. Trying to get something going, down by 5 with just 4:25 remaining. Fairhurst to Zimmerman. Zimmerman gets knocked over. No call. Play on. Jose Flores, and now to Zimmerman. And now to Herrera. Herrera will get it back to Watson. Herrera will get it up to the red line, but broken up by Zimmerman for a moment there. Now back to Colin. Colin will go over to Betancourt Cruz. Flavin. Hard to make a six attacker work if you can't get the ball, and well, Bellingham are just keeping it cleanly here, killing a ton of time. Herrera down to Colin. Again, just killing time. Colin keeping it. The pressure by Trevor Thompson. He does get it. Takes a shot and blocked. Every shot Ole Town has had has been blocked. Michael Herrera really doesn't have that many saves in this game because they haven't been able to get it back past that line. Now Flores had a man there in Doobie, but decides to give it up to Tate. Tate down to Fairhurst. Fairhurst spins. Shot. Oh, just off the side, the post. Hard to believe that wasn't in the goal, but it does come back out. Now Doobie doing battle. Doobie, Lions, goes to Nicasio. Nicasio, the orange jersey, gives it back to Tate. Tate will put it down. Oh, nope, excuse me, not into the corner. It actually goes into the corner, but out of play. And the clock will stop with 2:40 remaining. 5-goal deficit for the Artesians. Looking like their season is going to come to an end. 7-2. One more timeout on the field, and we'll take a short break as well and finish this thing out in just a moment. You're watching Artesian Soccer. All right, final 240 of the season, most likely for the Ole Town Artesians, unless we get a miracle here. But it's been a great season, 5-5 in the regular season, third seed. 7-2 is the Bellingham lead. Also want to give a shout out to the Ole Town women's indoor team. They did fall 11-7 in that game tonight. Unfortunate loss. They were down 8-0 though. Now shot by Euro Herrera. Oh, just barely misses. Caro can't come up with it. Now Casey Cedor has it at midfield. Touches it back. Oh, defensive pressure just all there all night for Bellingham. To Herrera. Send it up. Nicasio gets a head on it. Across the goal mouth to Tate. Tate gets it up. Yeah, one report was the Ole Town women were down 8-0 at one point, so they had a nice little rally. Got back in it, but did fall 11-7. Tate will come up with it. Minute 50 remaining. Vogt sends it to Cedor. Cedor off of the boards, turns. Herrera makes that save along the boards. Cedor did get the shot away. Just unrelenting pressure all night by Bellingham as they seem to have three bodies in front of every shot that Ole Town takes. Herrera has had a good game, but really has not had to make too many saves as these have all been deflected. That ball off of the boards high into the middle, headed away into Tate. Now taken away, and the sprint is on. Manny Nicasio does get there, and he gets a nice little ball off the boards to Tate. Tate to midfield, minute 10 remaining. Monsevillas takes the shot, and it goes right to Herrera. Now back to Tate. Monsevillas, under a minute to play now. He takes the shot and scores! Asa Monsevillas makes it 7-3 with 52.6 seconds remaining here in this ball game. Probably a little too late for Ole Town, but hey, everything counts. Happy to get that goal. Are the Artesians cut into this deficit a bit. Ball will go back. Now to Fazio, over to Betancourt Cruz. 46 seconds remaining. Again, Whistle Championship game will be played at the Showware Center next Saturday at 3:30. Another Bellingham versus Tacoma Stars Reserves game. Bellingham did upset Tacoma in our last championship game down at the Soccer Center. First time a home team has lost, actually, in the championship game. Bellingham will be looking for their 5th Whistle title. 24 seconds remaining. Flores now wipes out Lange. Holiday. Oh, just between the legs of Flores. He had an open mouth, open goal there if he could have got onto that ball, but couldn't quite do it. And that will run things out. Flavin. And that will do it for the Ole Town Artesians season as Bellingham United takes a 7-3 win. Final score here at the Bellingham Sportsplex. I want to thank great sponsors this season, including Forma Construction, Smokin' Jays, Ole Jeep, Olympia Jeep, Well 80 Brewhouse, Wembley Soccer Shop, KMAS, and all of our good friends that have supported Ole Town Artesians indoor soccer this season. Again, don't forget the women are still playing indoor ball. They did lose tonight, but they will be back all season long. Check out www.oletownfc.com for their schedule. And, of course, coming up this summer, USL 2 for the men and the Northwest Premier League for our women's clubs. So lots and lots of Ole Town Artesians soccer on tap for you coming up here in 2022. But that will do it for the men's indoor season as they fall in the Whistle semifinals 7-3. A great regular season at 5-5. Great season at home and just comes up short in this semifinal game. So again, final score here 7-3. My name is Brandon Sparks. Thanks to Ryan Perkins for doing the production and the camera work here tonight. Thank you for listening. We will see you later. Good night.